here today. Should we just play the Oko Rap during downtime? I feel like I should play the Oko Rap during downtime. I'm a 3-mana walker that don't die to fry, don't die to fry, don't die to fry. I'm a 3-mana walker that don't die to fry, don't die to fry, don't die to fry. Guess who's back? Back again. Oko's back. Tell a friend. I've created a monster because nobody wants to see Teferi no more. They want Oko, Tef's chopped liver. Well, if you want Oko, this is what I'll give you. 2 decks out of 3 at the PT. I go free because they say wait and see. You can't drop the Banhammer, not our WotC, because you can't sell Eldraine without me. Now that looks like an elk to me, so everybody just come and see. I'm a +1, not a -3. How'd I get past WotC's R&D? Hey! Here's a concept that works. 20 million other 3/3 elks emerge, but no matter how full the board might be, it'll be so empty without me. Now that looks like a green 3/3, so everybody just come and see. It's a +1, not a -3. How'd I get past WotC's R&D? Na 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 na. Dear. We'll leave VLC open, because we'll probably play that again later today. If you want the full lyrics to that, they're in the description of the YouTube video. I am the real Slim Shady, and I approve. I haven't showed that to Christy yet, because I don't know if I want her eyes to roll out of her head when she sees it. We demand a full album now. Available on iTunes and SoundCloud today. Something, probably not. Can I put a tier 3 sub towards funding an album? Lol. Alright. We're going to serve some Mono Blue here in a second. Thanks everybody for hanging out today on Saturday for some Pioneer. We broke 1,000 people, so we're doing another one. Let's set another goal. If we break 1,500 by the end of this one, I'll do a third. Otherwise, we'll call it quits till Monday. All right, so we've got Mono Blue Tempo here. We've got some Curious Obsessions and some Dive Downs and some 1-mana creatures here. But we also have the Devotion element to this deck from the older set. So Devotion is a mechanic that explicitly looks at how many blue pips are in the casting cost of your card. So we got the incredibly powerful Thassa, God of the Sea here. A 5/5 that's only a creature if you have 5 or more blue pips among permanents you control. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get to scry 1, and she can pay 2 to make something unblockable until end of turn. And then Master of Waves here at the top end is a 2/1 for 4. Then when it comes into play, it makes a 1/0 elemental tokens equal to our Devotion to blue, and then it gives all those elementals +1/+1. So that's kind of sweet. So let's see, we've got some Retort and some Dive Downs to protect some of our threats on top of Siren Stormtamer protecting them as well. Let's dive on into a constructed event here and see how this goes. Thanks for the 11 months, Death Apparatus. Did I not do well in the MCQ? I did so well. That is why I am now playing Pioneer on Magic Online, and I'm not still playing in the MCQ. This deck needs the Devotion land and Mutavaults. Yes, the UUU mana cost is hard, but having him playing this in Standard is worth it. Why would I want Nykthos in this deck? What is Nykthos going to do? What problem does, like, what am I using all of the mana for? Like, people randomly putting Nykthos into aggressive decks just because they have a devotion element to them is one of the things, like, it happens in Modern too and like other formats. Yeah, like, I could see Mutavault being good because, like, Mutavault's like a land that attacks people, and lands that attack people are busted. But, like, Nykthos just, like, really doesn't do anything. It, like, makes my spells harder to cast. It makes Tempest Djinn smaller. Yeah, like you need some kind of payoff for it. I don't know. If you have Thassa out and your Nykthos is good, you're probably winning without the Nykthos and Thassa anyways. Devotion is the number of colored sources in your casting costs. So this provides 2 blue devotion. This provides 3 blue devotion. That's exciting. I think I actually just dropped Thassa here, right? Because next turn she'll scry. And we'll be able to drop Tempest Djinn and attack with her. You can see here, tells me my devotion. When she comes into play, devotion will be 3. So even when she's not a creature, so when I don't have enough devotion, she still scries every turn and can give things unblockable. Yeah, Master Pumping Mutavault is good. I agree, Mutavault might be worth the risk that it poses. Might be. But it's definitely going to cost you games too. Are they a Temur Tower deck? That'd be sweet. Bet they are. Yeah, I'm a big fan of casting my spells in general, Hippity. Oh, that's real dead. Dynavolt Tower is the card that I'm referring to when I refer to a Temur Tower deck. I think I'm bottoming that. I'm just looking for, like, Master of Waves at this point. I think I'm just gonna put Curious Obsession on my Tidebinder Mage. It at least, like, replaces itself this turn, and it lets this dodge shock. Although I guess it dies to Fiery Impulse, but if this at least replaces itself, even if it doesn't draw another card, I still get a 1-for-1 out of it. And, like, if they play blockers out, Thassa can force this through with the Curious Obsession on it still. I think you mean Elkavolt Tower. I mean, there's a lot of people aren't playing Oko in this format yet, so we'll see. We'll see. Are they dead? I guess they could have a removal spell. They could blink the Sulfur Falls and have a removal spell. This is 9/12, right? And I can make these 2 unblockable. This isn't another creature, right? Yeah, just target creature. Dive down. Yeah, that's perfect, right? Pretty slick example of what we're trying to do here, huh? Oh, you know what's missing from the sideboard? You know, I think it's probably actually better than, I guess it's not strictly better than Spell Pierce, but I think not having Mystical Dispute, I think is a miss. I think Mystical Dispute is very good in this format. I think it's just good in Magic in general. Splash screen for Oko, maybe. You get Once Upon a Time with Oko. Dispute gets better the older the format is that you're talking about. Yeah. I probably want Spell Pierces against what this opponent's doing, right? I think I want Rapid Hybridization to kill their combo creature. I quit playing in War, so I didn't know what Dispute was about till this morning. It's very good. Is it crazy to trim some of my top ends here? Like, I probably don't want to tap out for this, right? You have Risen Reef, Master Waves. Maybe, like, so... It depends on, like... I feel like that pulls into a different deck at that point. Like, you're less of a tempo deck and more of, like, a mid-range deck. Which might just be more powerful in general. But I feel like that veers into, like, fundamentally different deck territory. Jace beats the combo too. Kinda... I guess we could theoretically untap and kill them, but yeah, Jace's +1 means that the cat doesn't attack for anything, so maybe that's worth bringing in. I could see that. That card's probably better on the play though too. Yeah, people tend to like assume they can change more than they can without changing the fundamental plan that a deck's trying to execute, and usually they're incorrect in my experience. Who's excited to Spell Pierce this Saheeli? I know I am. It's interesting that they're playing Energy in a Jeskai deck. Like, I wonder... I guess Harness Lightning's a pretty decent removal spell. I don't think I want to tap out for Tempest Djinn on 3. The Mono Black Zombies deck seemed really promising. I think some of the details surrounding the build that we were playing were a little bit medium, but the core zombie plan felt super reasonable. Splash for Dib Visit Reborn, definitely. I mean, he gives Blue Devotion. We're a Blue Devotion deck. Like, aggressive deck that gets to play a bunch of Thoughtseize and have good mana sounds good. Please play a 3-mana card I can Spell Pierce. Yeah, I posted an updated list on what I would play after playing the list we played today on Stream Decker. And I did a wrap-up section at the end of the video. And the video, as always, will all be up on the YouTube channel later tonight. How soon it'll be on YouTube will depend on how many decks we play today. If the viewer count keeps managing to go up, I'm probably going to do a longer stream today. Because there's a lot of Pioneer decks waiting to be played. Man, if we get to untap with, like, all our stuff... Interplanar Beacon. Please play a 5-mana Planeswalker. Please play a 5-mana Planeswalker. Please play a 5-mana Planeswalker. Stone. Huh? So do I... Yeah, I'm going to do this and start drawing some cards here, I think. Because, like, playing the second Djinn out's bad if they have, like, untapped land and another Stone. So I think this is still a 2-turn clock regardless, so I think I just do this. Draw some cards. Yeah, we're going to take this week off from doing standard content. I'm going to reorder my schedule on my calendar probably tomorrow before I tweet it. When I played this, it was impressive. Yeah, like having both Tempest Djinn and what's it called? That other, not only Tempest Djinn, but also Thassa. Like previously, these decks only had one or the other. No, not even Master of Waves. Thassa and Tempest Djinn together. Hey, Zesty, thanks for the 19 months. Oh, this is actually kind of awkward. If they play Saheeli here, they're going to gain 1, and then they're not dead to this island next turn, which sucks. This beacon keeps them not dead. And then if they have another Saheeli, I die next turn. So the one life from this beacon is the difference between dead or not. So if we draw Curious Obsession, Merfolk Trickster, or Thassa, they're dead here. I have a number of cards that kill them here. Basic Island does not kill them, unfortunately. So now we have to hope to try and draw a live one. Assuming they have another Saheeli. And they might not have another Saheeli, but if they do, we have to hit something useful here. So this is the punish for not playing out the second Tempest Djinn. Feels bad, man. Could you not have countered the Felidar Guardian? That's not how Spell Pierce works. Yeah, I probably should have played this other Djinn out. I think I should have played this other Djinn out, so that way I had 2 lethal flying threats. Brutal. Yeah, I should have played the other Djinn out. Because this makes it so Cloudfin Raptor's not lethal. Yeah, I messed this up. I think it was right to not play the second one out 2 turns ago, but I definitely should have played it out this turn. No, they gained 1 again because of the beacon. So any 2-power creature, Thassa, lots of lethal draws here. Okay, that's lethal, right? We get this unblockable. They need to have double removal for this. Because I have Spell Pierce. That felt really clean. Hey, Zedjed, thanks for the 3rd of a year. Welcome back. Would Tempest and the Thassa have grown your flyer? It would have, but then I wouldn't have been able to make it unblockable and hold up Spell Pierce. That wasn't a good line. You are correct. Did I update the deck? I did update the deck. The Dream Decker unupdate and go back to the old UI. So it's not that they're updated or unupdated, Vernash. On the back end of Twitch, there's 2 different overlay types. One's called a component and one is called an overlay. And components can exist on top of overlays, but not vice versa. So only the one where Stream Decker slides out to the side is its overlay mode. And when I have Deckmaster on for the arena overlay, I can't have that other version up. There are a lot of green-based cat combo decks in the format that feel very good. I think I'm just supposed to say no blocks here. It might be right to trade there. YOLO. It feels sweet so far, Bill Smash. Having both Tempest Djinn and Thassa as heavy hitters is super sweet. Previously, these decks only had like one heavy hitter. Oh, that's sick. So we're losing the race by like a little bit, but Tricky Dick gets to slam down here and diddle the Beneficial Marshal this turn. We get to draw a bunch of cards here. This is our first Curious Obsession game with this deck since we started. The red and white are the weakest control colors in Pioneer at the moment. Would you agree? I have no idea. I don't make judgments about things I'm not informed on. Headed to work. Wish me luck. Last night we had a dinner for 400 and my dishwasher blew a breaker, so hopefully that got fixed. Good luck, Godspeed. Mono white humans. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and Tricky Dick Marshall here. So there, other creatures lose their bonuses. Oh no! This picture taken moments before the accident, chat. That was Brave the Elements. 1 mana instant. Choose a color. White creatures you control get protection from the chosen color till end of turn. Woof. That's 11 damage coming across. I think we've died, chat. I think their monocolor deck might be... Oh, buddy old pal! Oh, buddy old pal! Well, if they don't have another protection spell, we might do it. If they don't have another protection spell, we might do it. This format's sweet. They need a removal. Removal spell also does it. So Master of Waves gives us a 2/1 for every blue pip we control. And we have 6. Oh no. They were too brave, chat. They were too brave. We were too scared of their bravery. Oh man. Oh man. Nice monocolored deck, chat. Why did we register a monocolored deck? Definitely want my cheeky Aetherize here. 4 mana, return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. That sounds great. Wizard's Retort sounds slow and clunky. Do I want Architect of Thought or Rapid Hybridization? BRB Building Nexus. Yeah, this is a super sweet cheeky card. It could also be that I just want these Entrancing Melodies. It's probably the Entrancing Melodies, huh? Tidebinder Mage gets outclassed pretty quickly and they don't have green or red creatures. So what if we do that, bring in these, and bring in one Jace? Watching the Jund Pyro VOD this morning and seeing the Possibility Storm was the first time I've said I love Magic in a very long time. Yeah, I agree, Marty. I agree. You think I want to do this? I think I want to leave some dive downs in, because dive down's a combat trick in addition to a protection spell for us. This Cloudfin Raptor is getting curiouser and curiouser. Strap in, Cloudy boy. We're going on a mission. So, Cloudfin Raptor is a 0/1 with a mechanic called Evolve. And what Evolve says is whenever a creature enters the battlefield under our control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than Cloudfin Raptor gets a 1/1 counter. There is a possibility Storm combo deck. It's super sweet. It's in the deck queue. There's a lot of sweet things in the deck queue. I'm glad this deck and Zombies both felt good, because so far all the decks that have felt good have been Oko decks. And I was a little bit sad, but getting to some non-Oko sweet decks is great. Yes, multiple curious of no. Rude. So that's like technically a 1-for-1 there. Yeah, everything ends up on the YouTube channel. Actual everything. Can my tier 3 go towards, yes, definitely, Greg. Boros Elite, it is a 1/1 that when at least 2 other creatures attack with it, it gets 2/2 till end of turn. Jace is looking quite excellent here. So Jace is a 4 loyalty. Jace Architect of Thought comes in with 4 loyalty. We can +1 him, and then all creatures that attack me until my next turn get -1 attack. Thanks for the support, Picklebollas. Yeah, I agree, Percy. Would not be surprised if Standard loses out in the survey. We are not on a delay. I restarted the stream. That's a great draw. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this clue and see what we find. And then next turn I can flash in Tricky Dick and then play Master of Waves and make 5 tokens. Diddle that one. Hey, OSD, thanks for the 3-month sub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Is there a good mono white devotion card? I don't think so. It's been a while since I've looked. I don't recall there being a good one, though. I guess Heliod's kind of playable. Wait. So if I melody this Marshall, then even after they kill this, I'll be able to keep the elementals alive, which should be GG. Hey, Johnny, thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub. Remember to take a peek at the deck queue and let me know what deck in there that you'd like to see a bit sooner. I appreciate the support. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out here today. We're up to 1,400 people. We're going to keep doing a ton of Pioneer today, assuming the viewer count keeps going up. If we hit 1,500 people by the end of this league, I plan to do a 3rd deck after this. Pioneer is looks fun. I want to go all in on building black or blue bleed, but my confidence is with Wizards is low right now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, Magic Online's not going anywhere. So, like, getting into Pioneer seems fine. Especially if you're thinking about getting into it in paper, right? Because, like, Wizards doesn't have any control over what's good, bad, or otherwise in paper. So, this only evolves twice here. We're in a pretty good spot overall. I think I'm going to cash Jace in for some cards here. Actually, if I was going to cash Jace in for cards, I should have done it before I played my stuff out. So I'm just going to plus him and pass for one more turn here, I think. They're already through 2 Deck-In Stones, which is like their premium removal spell. I'd be surprised if their aggro deck has much more than 4 removals, so this Master might actually stick around. The best red mono-white devotion card is probably the red-white god. All your creatures have menace and don't take combat damage. Castle Vantress isn't terrible. Ho ho ho! You know what else isn't terrible, chat? A 5/5 indestructible creature. Triple spell Jace down ticks are cheating. So Jace, Architect of Thought here, says if you -2, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Your opponent splits them into 2 piles, then you get a pile of your choice. So they get to split these, then I'm going to take whichever pile has 2 cards in it here. Choose a pile to put in your hand. I'll take that one. You just had an internet hiccup, but then successfully reconnected to Mythgard and won the game. Is that how it's supposed to work? I was confused. I didn't have 4 minutes on a black screen. Yikes. Let's give Tricky Dick unblockable an attack here. The Elementals holding down the fort. Yeah, I agree, Bob. This deck felt really good. The Thassas and the Tempest Djinns do a really good job of filling in, like, filling in the issues that, like, Devotion had during Theros and that Mono Blue had during Standard. So, like, that Jace was really good there. Do I want a second Jace in my deck in this matchup? Is that possible? Brazen Borrower is probably not very good. Like, just Unsummon's probably medium. I'm bringing a second Jace and a Rapid Hybridization. You think it's better than Aetherize? Maybe. Thanks, Slacker. It turned out really well. Was proud of them. Yeah, Standard, you had to play Pteramander. You weren't really excited about it, though. I'm going to bottom the spell, which might be wrong, but guaranteed playing Jace on 4 feels good. If their draws resembling anything reasonable, we're probably dead, though. Maybe I'm supposed to keep Dive Down just because it's a combat trick. Yeah, this is probably a great budget choice for the format. The Zombies deck we played before this is probably pretty budget-friendly as well. You think this deck would benefit from a Nykthos? Instead of me telling you you're wrong, tell me why you're right. Why would this deck benefit from a Nykthos? What does it do? I'm confused why you think your white weenie deck wants to play a 5-drop. I don't think this deck's playable without Thassa. I think playing this deck without Thassa would be a mistake. Thassa's only $5 to $7. Sounds right. Thoughtseize at 15. You could budget Thoughtseize in the zombie deck, probably. Duress isn't that far off. Kithian's kind of scary. I don't understand why Thassa is good. Are you kidding, Bob? Unsure if serious. She's thick, and when she's not thick, she improves your draws and she makes your stuff unblockable. She's an evasive threat. She's basically a 5/5 unblockable creature that, like, incidentally fixes your draws. Good luck, Boneless. Run hot. Win your food mirrors. If you're not playing food mirrors, you didn't try your best to win, so have fun, I guess. I played 4-color Oven. We went 2 and 2. This Jace down tick is gonna need to be 3 spells. Yep. So Kithian's flipping. What's this backside do? Can become a 4/4. It can make things attack it. It can make something indestructible. Yeah, we'll definitely have Pioneer decks on the website. To have an Eternal format where budget decks start around 200 bucks. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, are these running into me or Jace? I guess these are running into Jace, which means if I want to down tick him, I have to lose him, which sucks. We'd really like to draw a Thassa or a Tempest Djinn here. So, Kithian is one of the flip planeswalkers from Origin, so it starts as a creature and then turns into a planeswalker. So this is obligated to attack Gideon next turn. At least they attack with their first strike creature, so that's good for me. I think I'm going to down tick Jace and see what we get. Because if we get a Thassa, we can make this unblockable. That's super unfortunate. The Trickster is not bad, because it's going to evolve the Cloudfin Raptor into a 2/3, which is decent. And like, if they... How does Trickster interact with Gideon creature planeswalker? Does it strip indestructible? I don't think Merfolk Trickster strips indestructible, right? Does anybody know offhand? I knew I wanted to play a format without fetch lands. It does? Okay, well, let's find out. But Gideon still prevents damage. Oh, it prevents all damage. Okay, sure. So it's still not useful, right? It doesn't do anything. So we're going to flash in Tricky Dick before they get to attack here. So that way we can make sure this doesn't attack me. Yeah, you're right. It does strip Adonto. It wouldn't strip the protection shield. The prevent all damage shield. So I wanna diddle this here. If they have a Brave, we're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If they don't have a Brave, I like our position here. If they do have a Brave, we're gonna be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, Tidebinder, like, where Tidebinder should be is definitely, like, a question that gets answered, like, as the format matures more. So, I'm at 3. I need to take Chad off the table here, right? Which leaves us back these. So I'm not dead on board if we kill their Gideon, so that's good. Oh. How are the monsters?
I mean,
That. So we're just dead to rights to another Brave here, but nothing we can do to play around that. All right, so this has first strike, unfortunately. This named Soldier of the Pantheon. So we're pretty obligated to block like this, I think. And just go to 1. I mean, like, we knew what we were getting into with the MCQ, right? Like, there's a reason why we're gonna take a week off of Standard on the channel. We're gonna take this week off of Standard, and then at the end of this week, I'm gonna send out an emergency sub poll to poll how people feel about Standard, Brawl, Pioneer. Is that a good draw, chat? That feels like the best draw in my deck. God bless you, Castle Vantress. And I have Siren Stormtamer to protect it. I played okay. I made some mistakes, but Magic's hard. Yeah, and like if we just like only do Brawl on Arena and like play a bunch of Pioneer and some Mythgard, yeah, Mythgard's gonna be on the next sub-survey too for sure. I want to gauge what the interest is in that from people who are paying me. Yeah, I ended up playing the 4-color Oven deck. All right, so they have 2 removal spells. We're dead here, but can't beat that anyways. So if they don't have 2 removal spells. Sure. Believe it or not, our mono blue deck loses to double brave the elements. So we got double braved in both the games we lost there. Just not a whole lot we can do about it. Speaking of Brawl, I'm planning to play some Brawl this week. Previously, I had said I wasn't going to take Brawl decks, but Standard's really bad. So I've added Brawl as an option to the submission form. And we will be doing Brawl decks for just $10. So if you are a sub who's interested and has a Brawl deck that you'd like to see played on stream, feel free to ship it in for $10. And I'll even put the asterisk on that if your deck has a bad Oko matchup, I'll just concede matches where we queue into Oko and try and find another one. Because not playing against Oko in Brawl sounds great. I think there will be more bannings in Standard. I think if there's not more bannings or unbannings in Standard, we're done playing Standard on this channel until the next set drops. So I don't want to try and predict what I think they're going to do, but I know what I intend to do if they don't change anything. Akarator, thank you for the 20 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. There's so much good Magic stuff to be playing right now that I just have very little desire to play bad Magic formats. Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. So that's a creature I'd really like to have counterspelled because it's going to draw them a lot of cards. Hopefully we can just kill them before that's relevant. So I think with the 4th land drawn, I'm just going to drop Thassa here, and then next turn I can drop Tidebinder Mage to turn Thassa on and hold up Wizard's Retort, which seems good. I don't understand the whole affair. Yeah, so Brawl as a format has a rule that you can play any planeswalker as a commander. So that's just a brawl rule. Tireless Tracker with no fetches. What? There's a fetch right there. What you talking about? There's a fetch on the board. Okay, that's actually a sweet draw. So I can go Cloudfin into Tempest Djinn, smack you for 5. That's hot. Oh, do they have a fatal push? They have a fatal push here. We just get savaged. They have second push. Please take 5. Please take 5. All right, so you're saying there's a chance. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Yeah, all Pioneer playable cards are going to get more expensive. This format's gas is going to be super popular. I don't think it's all MTG Finance, Marty. I think there's a good chunk of it that's just like natural people wanting to play cards. Like, it's someone who's about as anti-MTG Finance as you can get, probably. Tidebinder that. I think I'm just like jamming Tricky Dick and then smacking them for 7 here. Yeah, the card quality increase from Thassa is very good as well. I mean, finance buyouts definitely happen, but I agree that there currently is a lot of just natural demand. Yeah, I agree, Blender. I agree that the current format is, what's we're experiencing is worse than what was happening then. Alright, so they're dead on board, right? Thassa just makes myself unblockable when we kill them. GG! This card is super strong. Just very, very good. Is Bob still here? Bob, are you watching this? Yeah, I agree with that. The fact that, like, my even non-rental services, like my sponsor MTGO Traders, they said this format being announced is pushing more on them than a set release does. And the amount of activity they saw. All right, so on the draw especially, Wizard's Retort seems too slow. I don't know how I feel about Master of Waves here, because like they showed Lily out of the last taupe. Like, is it crazy to trim one of these just because of Lily? Yeah, they have a lot of removal. What if I, like, cut these and, like, bring in Jace and Entrancing Melody? I think I actually like that. I like the look of this. I think there's a lot of people that were playing Modern only because they don't like rotating formats, even though they weren't super happy with Modern. And I think those people are going to bail out of Modern and embrace this format with open arms. I'm definitely on that list of people myself. How was Cat Oven? We went 2-2. Standard blows. There's been a dip in fetches that would support that. Yep. Matt said that, my buddy Matt's at the Open this weekend. He said the Modern Open only has 400 people at it. You're not embracing any format with Oko, so you're only playing Pauper then? Yeah, never getting Blood Mooned and never getting Ensnaring Bridged and never getting Chalice of the Voided, like, is real good. Yeah, I also think the fact that Standard's the worst it's been in a long time is pushing people towards other things. Why add more than one options for shilling players can't save up? That's not true. We've had multiple 1-point deck bumps. Maybe, Marty. Yeah, I bet we'll see SCG pick up Pioneer real soon. Hopefully NRG does too. I was actually planning to go, so the NRG event next weekend is Standard, and before the field ban, I was gonna find a deck and go, but now I'm just staying home. Yeah, the list, it's missing some sideboard cards because I didn't have time to fill out the sideboard, but that's the deck list. Yeah, no Grishelbrand or Simian Spirit Guide. A lot of the things that people are talking about as being busted in this format aren't actually that busted, which I actually really like. I've liked what this format's doing a lot so far. The Wizard Retorts feel kind of clunky in this deck. I feel like the main deck of this seems super reasonable, but I'd probably cut the Retorts for like a third Dive Down and a third Brazen Borrower maybe. Or maybe another 1-drop. Is there another good blue flying 1-drop? Oh, Judge's Familiar. Yeah, Judge's Familiar is a good suggestion. I could see some of those. How can I forget about 2-time Pro Tour winner Judge's Familiar, chat? Oh, Sailor's a good option too. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like, they're not like Blood Moons and Searing Bridge busted anymore. If they kill this Cloudfin Raptor, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Oh yeah, Mausoleum Wanderer strictly better Judge's Familiar, right? Because that's a rare. That's rude. Brutal. Silly opponents playing well and playing around my dive down. Creature. 1 mana flying creature. Yikes. Scale of 1 to dead. Sliding firmly towards the dead side of the scale. Yeah, there's a Vanafear Cat combo deck in the format for sure. I just watched your Oka rap. Have you considered signing with Slim Shady Records? I've not. The MCQ went about as well as arena runs after being online for 2 hours. Honestly, scrubbing out of the MCQ is kind of like a present in a way. I don't have to be live tomorrow now. I get to take a day off. We're pretty dead here. Just not racing these things. Let's take the next game on the play. I play paper about 90% of the time, and it's good feeling to want to put a deck together, not to spend 400 to 600 on a mana base and 500 on half the cards you need to make a playable, even semi-FNM casual deck. Yep. Yeah, plus we get to play Pioneer. Do I want Rapid Hybridization? Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm happy. Let's just like draw a creature this time. Maybe these Jaces are silly. Yeah, the Jaces are probably silly against a deck that can attack it with big creatures. God, fully foil Moto decks look so hideous. You're such a bad luck. This hand is great. Buy this hand stuff, chat, cause it's great. Will you be changing deck entry prices if you stop playing Standard? What do you mean? So Brawl, the pricing on my decks is mostly to meet demand. So like, to keep the Standard queue full, it has to be $10. But currently for Pioneer, I had to push the pricing up because the queue is overflowing. And part of that's definitely new format hype too. So like, to give you context right now, I think I have twice as many Pioneer decks waiting to be played as Standard and Modern combined. Am I playing a deck after this? Depends on what the viewer count does. If we keep inching up towards 1,500, I'm going to do another one. I've got 2 more decks prepared for today. Why you got to interact with me like that, opponent? Why you got to interact with me like that, opponent? Hey, it looks like both Croakies and Mogwai are gonna day two their MCQ tournaments. They're both good dudes. Hope they do well. I think this deck should splash green for Cryptic Man. Well, I was tapped out there, to be fair. Another land, running lands would be nice. Running lands would be ideal. How about a land? How about a not a land? At least it's a castable spell, I guess. So we're going to take this hit from the Scavenging Ooze, and then I'll bounce it at their end of turn, so that way they can't replay it this turn. So using my health total as a bit of a resource here. Forgot to burn a card that turn. I do that on Mythgard sometimes. Just like forget to burn a card. You gonna like kill my Stormtamer response? Sure, deal. 1 land, please. Perfect. I think I'm actually gonna wait a turn, because like I can flash this in on their turn, and I think I'd prefer to try and draw a 4th land so I can play Tempest Djinn with Dive Down up. Oh, did they add voice lines? I'm excited. I haven't gotten a chance to play since I updated yesterday. My hand's great. Good luck. Thinking that makes sense. I don't want to lose their Scavenging Ooze. Even if we miss on a land drop here, I'm probably going to jam Tempest Djinn. Unless we draw like Tidebinder Mage. Yeah, that land drop there is probably GG. They're going to have to run exceptionally. They need like, even if they have running removal spells, they're going to still be behind. And they don't have double green, so they can't even, well, even if they have double green, there's only 1 creature in a bin. So they can't attack the Scavenging Ooze in. I would be very surprised if any mid-range decks in this format that don't play Oko are good. We have to get like Resto? No, Resto Angel's not legal, right? Wow! Wow! Straight savage. Good golly. Land drop, land drop, land drop, land drop. Old Tricky Dick. Coming in hot. All right, so they should be dead here still because they're at 12. They're taking 6. If they fire up Shambling Vent next turn, Tricky Dick will diddle that so they can't gain life. Second Battle Cattle is not good news for us. Do I play around second? Oh, they can gain life with Scoos. They can gain life with Scoos. All right, I'm going to diddle Siege Rhino here. Yeah, if I take the Siege Rhino, though, they can kill my Tempest Djinn. So I don't want to take the Siege Rhino and leave my Tempest Djinn exposed. West Porter, thanks for the 3 months. They're like, Ripper removal spell? That's my best way to win the game, right? And now they get to do this. Yeah, maybe my sequencing is bad here. Although if I draw a land, actually they're just dead. Do they know? They don't know about this Melody. Okay, so they're dead to Melody. I Melody the Ooze and then attack for 8. Do 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 do. I'm super excited that like both these monocolor decks have felt good. I was a little worried that like only the Oko decks were good, but like it seems like there's a lot to digest in this format, which is good. That was my hope, and it's panning out to that hope. Did I sing it live? We've played the video. If you haven't experienced the Oko rap yet, you should go there. Would not be surprised that if that becomes my most watched YouTube video in short order. Not to be that guy, but we haven't faced Oko yet with this deck. I mean, Marty, Oko costs $400 for a playset. You can't just expect people to own those cards. What do the kids say? YOLO. We're on the draw. We're gonna snap it off here. They say bet now. Okay, bet. In. It slaps. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Our only other loss was to mono white, chat. What if we also lose to mono red? What if we're the worst monocolor deck, chat? What if we're the worst monocolor deck? All right, hopefully if we draw a land next turn, we'll go Cloudfin into Stormtamer and evolve them up. Oh gosh. What if they're playing Pile Driver, chat? That card's protection from our deck. How are we supposed to beat a pile? Oh no! Oh no! All right, it's fine. I'm feeling a 3-2 coming on. I'm feeling a 3-2 coming on, chat. I've just seen your rap, and I'd be interested in signing you to my indie rap label. YOLO is 10 years old. Bet is 20 years old. The kids say lit. Maybe. The kids aren't that inventive. So I would assume that what's old is new yet again. As a teacher, I use lit, therefore it is not hip. That sounds like some sound logic to me. What are the kids being for Halloween? Declan has a Bumblebee Transformer costume that actually transforms that he's super excited about. And Jacob is getting a pirate costume. Master of Waves has protection from red. You know how much mana that card costs? Approximately infinite. Yeah, it transforms. It has the tools to be vehicle mode or not. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's this Cloudfin at? Springleaf Drum. You have my attention. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Somebody send help. Uh-oh. Expedite. I feel like our opponent's not a terribly honest person. Anybody else getting the feeling that our opponent isn't particularly honest? What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. So they have a walking ballista in their bin, so I kind of wanted to delay them playing that out for a turn. White mana. They have a removal spell. No, chart of course, sure. Are we dead for the MCQ? No, we're still alive. That's why we're playing Pioneer on Magic Online. They've been to Hostile Desert. That's sweet. Feels magic, man. Feels magic. Oh. You have to laugh, chat, because if we didn't, we'd cry. So we're dead. Double Mox Amber plus Ascendancy kills us with Emery. That's fine. We didn't have spells anyways. Joke's on you, opponent. Ain't nobody got spells. Tidebinder Mage seems a little bit medium. Master of Waves sounds a little bit slow. Just bring in the counter spells. This is I feel like they're probably going to have enough mana. That Spell Pierce isn't good enough. If I had Mystic Dispute, I would bring them in here because that counters Emery too. The Wizard Retorts have felt a little bit medium in general. And lots of Mystic disputes in the sideboard, I think. I kind of feel like I want like 2 more 1-drop creatures, like Mausoleum Wanderer could be fine. Is Pierce better than Stormtamer? I need ways to kill them turn 1 Chalice. So like I can't just like cut all my ways to attack them. Need to actually end the game. Yeah, definitely Psycho Smurf. Just put in the note on the form that you're submitting what you're swapping out. And make sure the email's the same so I can validate that it's the correct swap. This is fine. If we draw a 3rd land here, this deck's great. Yeah, sounds good, Jet. I've seen a few different things with her that have seemed good. Think of Harbinger of the Tides over Tidebinder Mage. They're pretty similar effects. I think the Tidebinder Mage is much more powerful in the matchups where it has text. Discovery Dispersal, yep. I feel like they're playing Modern, which is like one of the first times I've had that feeling in this format. Believe it or not, Moxen might not be okay. People have been asking for feedback on things that I feel like I would just ban this card on principle. If it was up to me, I would ban this card on principle. I don't know if it's actually too good. This is the only piece of 0 mana nonsense in the format, so like that's nice. Oh, I could have actually stopped them from playing strategic planning there if I'd have diddled Emery in response to the trigger. Yeah, it's probably a mistake on my part. So I could hybridization the Emery, but I think I'd rather leave up mana to retort here since I missed my 3rd land. I would set a goal to stop printing cards that are either too good or unplayable. Mox Amber and Delve Timewalker in the same category. Yeah, I agree. These cards are either busted or they're like just not good enough, right? Yeah, the opponent is playing JAC. It's so funny to me how many people have latched on to Sam Black's quote. Like, that quote literally just means play good decks. Hot take. You should always just be playing good decks. Your goal in every format should be playing whatever you think is the best thing that should probably not be legal. Sure, I said if your goal is play to win. It's just a really hipster different way to say you should be playing to win. Now I think I'm just gonna frog the Emery. Just frogging the Emery turns off the Mox Amber, which is nice. Oh, do they have cat combo in their deck too? That's sick. They must, huh? That's the only reason to play this card? Yeah, just like the combo. Saheeli can give Emery haste as well. That's hot. Well, you know, sometimes you just don't get to play Magic, you know? We had 4 spells in 16 cards in the first game there, and just like none in that second one. So, one of the things that definitely felt apparent after playing this deck was I felt like I just didn't have the ability to hold up these Wizard's Retorts consistently. Even when they're a 2-mana spell, I feel like I want some more low end. Honestly, Brazen Borrower might not even be necessary or useful. It's like maybe we trim these and like that gives me a number of slots back. We could trim a land. Go down to 22 lands and like play like Mausoleum Wanderer as another 1-drop, I think is like pretty reasonable. It's combo disruption to a degree too. Probably slide in like another dive down. I could see Censor being okay. It's like pseudo protection, maybe. Something like this, maybe. Just like drag the overall curve of the deck down. You were playing Surge Mare. That seems reasonable. Yeah, some Mystic Disputes in the side. Thassa plus Tempest Djinns, just super powerful though. It works. Surge Mare works well with Thassa as well. Holds Obsession really well. Yeah, I like that idea. Can't be blocked by green creatures. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, honestly, I kind of don't mind just like jamming a pile of those. They play defense really well. Like this plus this, like you just got a bunch of like really, really thick boys. Yeah, it doesn't get blocked by Elks. It gets Elk like everything else, but it can't be blocked by Elks. Yeah, probably something like this with some Mystic Disputes in the sideboard would probably be the second one's bad if you draw it. That's fair. So maybe you don't want all 4, but some number of them. I like the idea of that card a lot. Castle's bad with Tempest Djinn. Maybe you can play Castles, but I don't know. Getting every point of power on the Tempest Djinn tends to be pretty important. And especially if I'm adding cards like Surge Mare. Surge Mare on top of Thassa probably means I have things to spend my mana on most turns anyways. So I don't know that I want another potential mana dump that's gonna lose my Tempest Djinn points of power in critical situations a non-zero amount of the time. All right, what are we doing? Should we do more Pioneer or should we be done for the day? What do we think? I have 2 more decks put together. We should do more. All right, what's the next one? It is Jeskai. Oh, they're the same amount. They're the same number of points. Let's play the control deck first, because ending on an aggro deck is ideal. All right, so I'm gonna roll a quick ad break. And while I get cards for this, I have to go fetch cards for this. We're gonna play some blue-white approach